Hello, my dear students, and welcome to your favorite educational YouTube channel, Educator Prerna. That's me, or as you popularly know me as English Wali Ma'am. So आज हमारी ये जो T20 सीरीज है EPL इसका नेक्स्ट सेशन है जिसमें हम ग्लिम्पसेस ऑफ इंडिया जो चैप्टर 7 है आपकी मेन रीडर में उसका जो पार्ट 3 है चैप्टर दैट इज टी फ्रॉम असम उसको पढ़ने वाले हैं. So this story Tea from Assam is about two friends, Pranjol and Rajveer. Now Pranjol is the one who was born and brought up in Assam. Okay, but Rajveer is visiting Assam for the first time. So Rajveer, when he visits Assam and when he sees those tea gardens, what does he feel like and what are the things that he talk about? वो हम इस story में पढ़ने वाले हैं. Okay. All right, let us start reading. It says, Pranjol, so I hope all of you are on page number 94. Pranjol, a youngster from Assam, is Rajveer's classmate at school in Delhi. Pranjol's father is the manager of a tea garden in Upper Assam, and Pranjol has invited Rajveer to visit his home during the summer vacation. Chai garam, a vendor called out in a high pitched voice. He came up to their window and asked, Chai Sahab? Give us 2 cups, Pranjol said. They sipped the steaming hot liquid. Almost everyone in the compartment was drinking tea too. Do you know that over 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world? Rajveer said. Phew, exclaimed Pranjol. Tea really is very popular. The train pulled out of the station. Pranjol buried his nose in his detective book again. So, burying your nose in the book means like this. Okay? Rajveer too was an ardent fan of detective stories, but at the moment he was keener on looking at the beautiful scenery. It was green everywhere. Rajveer had never seen so much greenery before. Then the soft green paddy fields gave way to tea bushes. It was a magnificent view. Against the backdrop of densely wooded hills, a sea of tea bushes stretched as far as the eye could see. तो जहां तक आप देख सकते हो वहां तक क्या दिख रहा था? Tea bushes. That is, there were many tea gardens that one could see. Dwarfing the tiny tea plants were tall, sturdy shade trees, and amidst the orderly rows of bushes, busily moving doll-like figures. In the distance, with an ugly building with smoke billowing out of tall chimneys. Hey, a tea garden! Rajveer cried excitedly. Pranjol, who had been born and brought up on plantation, didn't share Rajveer's excitement. You know, at times when people come to our hometown and they say, "Oh wow, this is what you have here in Delhi, or this is what you have here in Mumbai, this is what you have here in Agra, Acha, this is what you have here in Bihar." So we're like, "Kya hai?" You know, it's very normal for us. But someone who is visiting it for the first time and viewing that for the first time, for that person, it is a matter of excitement. Okay, then, oh, this is the tea country now, he said. Assam has the largest concentration of plantations in the world. You will see enough gardens to last you a lifetime. I have been reading as much as I could about tea, Rajveer said. No one really knows who discovered tea, but there are many legends. What legends? So Pranjol, who was born and brought up in the state of Assam, where the world it says that it's like a tea country now. He did not know so much of tea about tea as much Rajveer knew because Rajveer had read a lot about it. So he talks about two legends here. He says, well, there is one about the Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. One day, a few leaves of twigs burning under the pot fell into the water, giving it a delicious flavor. It is said that they were tea leaves. Tell me another, scoffed Pranjal. We have an Indian legend too. Bodhidharma, an ancient Buddhist ascetic, cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditations. 10 tea plants grew out of those eyelids. What are your eyelids? These are your eyelids. The leaves of these plants, when put in hot water and drunk, banished sleep. So it is a very common, phenomena. They say, "Oh, I'm feeling very sleepy, but I have work. I have some tea." Coffee, of course, is there, but people say, "Okay, in India, particularly, you will say, I have some tea. You will feel fresh enough." So the two legends related to how tea was actually discovered. One, that the emperor, the leaves, when it fell into the water that he was drinking, those were tea leaves, so he felt fresh freshen up, and he felt that it tasted really nice. And the second is regarding the Buddhist monk who always felt sleepy during meditation sessions, so he put those eyelids into water, and he what happened, those got converted into tea leaves. Tea was first drunk in China, Rajveer added, as far as 2700 BC. In fact, words such as tea, chai, and chini are from Chinese. Tea came to Europe only in the 16th century and was drunk more as medicine than a beverage. The train clattered into Mariani Junction. The boys collected their luggage and pushed their way to the crowded platform. Pranjol's parents were waiting for them. Soon they were driving towards Dekibari, the tea garden managed by Pranjol's father. An hour later, the car veered sharply off the main road. They crossed a cattle bridge and entered the tea estate. On both sides of the gravel road were acre upon acre of tea bushes, all neatly pruned, that is, cut to the same height. आपको mostly जो tea gardens दिखेंगे ना, वो same height के सारे tea के plants होंगे. Alright, you will never see a tea plant like this, one very small, one of medium height. They will always be of the same height. Groups of tea pluckers with bamboo baskets on their backs, wearing plastic aprons, were plucking the newly sprouted leaves. Pranjol's father slowed down to allow a tractor pulling a trailer load of tea leaves to pass. This is the second flush or sprouting period, isn't it, Mr. Barua? Rajveer asked. It lasts from May to July and yields the best tea. You seem to have done your homework before coming, Pranjol's father said in surprise. Yes, Mr. Barua, Rajveer admitted, but I hope to learn much more while I am here. Okay, so that's about it from this chapter. Because this is a very small chapter, so we'll quickly discuss the character sketch also. So we of course have Rajveer and Pranjol here, but the character sketch that we need to know about is Rajveer, and the main character trait of Rajveer that we can figure out is that he was very curious, and it was his curiosity only that made him, read a lot about tea gardens before visiting Assam. Okay, so next session mein we will straight away do the question answers of this particular chapter. Till then, stay blessed and do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Educator Prerna. Thank you.